Now, residents of Kenya will not be able to travel to the European Union effective July 1st. This is because Kenya is not among the countries listed whose nationals can be given Schengen visas in the interim. And as Brenda Kerubo reports, the decision is linked to a coronavirus safe list introduced by the European Union. Brenda Kerubo with the details.
Schengen refers to the European Union passport-free zone that covers most of the European countries. Its visa allows a person to travel to any member states of the Schengen area. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, EU has introduced a new set of regulations.
And for a country to be on the list, they need to meet the three criteria, which are cumulative. So the first is, does the country concerned have a ratio of cases that is broadly similar to that in the European Union? And for this first list, we've used, I think, the 15th of June as the kind of deadline, which, to translate into simple terms, would mean plus or minus, I think, 16 cases per 100,000 inhabitants. The second criteria we've used is we've looked at the trend. Is the trend negative or stable? In other words, are we in a situation in which the average caseload per week, the number of people testing positive, is declining or remaining the same? That's a requirement. And then the third measure we've looked at is the overall response of the country to the COVID-19 virus. Has it been responsible? Has it been proportionate? Are they testing in the right measure?
As of July 1st, residents of Algeria, Australia, Canada, China, Georgia, Japan, Montenegro, Morocco, New Zealand, Rwanda, Serbia, South Korea, Thailand, Tunisia and Uruguay will be permitted to enter Europe. Kenya did not make it to the list.
Take the case of Kenya. My own assessment is that I do believe Kenya fulfills the first and the third criteria. So the average cases per 100,000 people in Kenya is broadly equivalent to that we see in the European Union. The third criteria, has Kenya's response been professional, appropriate, measured? My own very personal assessment of that, which I am also sharing naturally with my authorities in Brussels, is yes, it has. So the challenge we have at the moment for Kenya is that the trend that we've witnessed unfortunately in the last week or two has shown that the caseload itself is increasing at the moment.
The list will be reviewed every 2 weeks, but the criteria for evaluating countries will not change.
I know it's too early. The next list that is going to come out, Kenyan list, Kenya as a country will be in that list because we have followed the protocols, we have been strict. Mutahi Kagwe here, our CS for Health, has been strict in terms of health, and we are ready to follow the protocols that are approved by the World Health Organization.
The European Union is a key trading partner for Kenya. Nairobi's exports to member states include coffee, tea and cut flowers. About 1,000 European companies operate in the country. The bloc has also partnered with the government to support access to universal health coverage, cash transfers and social security.
So I think this is a partnership that is strong. It's a partnership that in this difficult times of COVID, we've seen the advantage for both Kenya and the European Union to work hand in hand together. And with Kenya's membership now in the UN Security Council for the next 2 years, we have a wonderful opportunity to also work to enhance security, stability and prosperity in the region.
Brenda Kerubo, KTN News.
Kenya's rate of inflation fell